Hello you two, happy Friday! We have made it to the end of another week, year two. So let's start by taking a look at some of the awesome work that you have been sending in.
Well done to Ava in 2L, who got very hands-on, finding all of the things that she wanted to take with her on her trip to the North Pole. She's also tried really hard with her handwriting. I can see that she's added in lots of editing to make sure that her expanded noun phrases are perfect. I especially like the idea of taking a sledge with you, Ava. I love how proactive Henry R in 2SH was with sorting those words into adjectives, nouns and verbs. I know that he had a lot of fun and a few fabulous struggles, but he did an amazing job. Well done, Henry. Olivia in 2CH did a great job of thinking about the reasons why she would take the things that she wants to. I especially like the idea of you taking your dog because it's fluffy and snuggly. It would definitely be a great companion on your trip to the North Pole. And a big well done to Molly in 2CH, who created her very own bit of drama about her finding the newspaper and then packing her bag with everything that she would need. Enjoy watching. Well done, Molly. And well done to Chloe in 2SH, who also had a go at making her own drama movie. Well done, Chloe. Enjoy watching. I'll add 2 dojo points on for all of you now. 1 for enjoyment and 1 for creativity.
Today, year two, we are going to take all of our hard work that we've been doing this week in writing for poetry and we're going to turn it into our very own poem. So, you should have some expanded noun phrases and some expanded noun phrases that you have extended. If you've missed any lessons this week, don't worry, I'll pop mine on the screen here so that you can have a look, and you could always use mine to magpie, or you could use it just to give you some inspiration.
Before we get started, year 2, we need to do a bit of a check. We've taken a lot of time and care over writing our expanded noun phrases and our extended expanded noun phrases, but it's really important that we check back. I've got 2 sentences here for you to have a look at. Can you see what mistakes I've made? Okay, my first sentence is a blue, beautiful sky that makes me feel relaxed. What mistakes have I made? Pause the video and see if you can correct it. Oh, that looks better. A blue, beautiful sky that makes me feel relaxed. Okay, I've definitely got this one correct. Strong, mighty boots that help me walk for miles. Have I missed anything in this sentence? Pause the video and see what you think. You could either write it down or talk about what mistakes I've made. Oh, that looks better. I'd missed a capital letter, a comma, I'd spelt that wrong, and I'd missed a full stop. It's a good job I checked back. Now I want you to pause the video and I want you to have a look at your expanded noun phrases that you've written. See if you can check, have you got a capital letter and a full stop? Are there any words that you might have accidentally spelt wrong? Or maybe you've missed a comma between your 2 adjectives. Pause the video and have a check now.
Now what you will need today is a piece of paper, some colourful pens and a pencil to write with, and if you want you could get some other materials to make your poem look exciting. Pause the video and go and get those things now. Now the first thing we need to think about, year 2, is a title of what our poem is going to be called. Our original poem that we looked at was called 10 Things Found in a Wizard's Pocket. Remember, it's okay if you haven't chosen 10 things. You could do 5 things found in an explorer's bag. It could be 8 things found in an explorer's pocket. It is up to you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write our title. Let's have a look.
I'm going to do 10 things found in an explorer's bag as my title. You might want to change it though. You could say something like, all the things an explorer needs. What you would find in an explorer's pocket. The possibilities are endless. Once you've decided on a title, all you need to do is sketch it out in pencil first. Make sure it's nice and big so that your reader can see it. And then you can add some colour. You could experiment with lots of different types of writing. You could do bubble writing, you could do fancy curly writing. It's up to you to decide how creative you want to be and how you want to present it. The next thing to do is to decide what you're going to put your poem in. I'm writing my poem about an explorer's bag, so I decided to sketch out the outline of a bag and I will colour it in after. Pause the video now and decide what you're going to do yours in. You could magpie my idea and do a bag, or if you're writing about what's inside an explorer's pocket, you could draw a pocket shape and always cut it out and stick it onto something. Once you've got your outline, it's then time to write our poetry. Now, I'm going to make sure that I've got really neat handwriting, remembering to start with a capital letter and finishing with a full stop. I'm thinking really carefully about the size of my letters because I've got a lot of lines to fit onto my bag and I don't want to run out of room. I'm thinking carefully about making my tall letters tall and my small letters small. Once you've written out all of your poem, you can then decide if you want to add some doodles like I have here. And once you've done that and you're happy, then you can add colour. And then it's really important to go back and check your work. It's a good job I went back and checked because I'd missed out loads of full stops. So now my poem is finally complete. I added my title as a little flap so that I could lift it up and reveal my poem underneath. I wonder what you'll come up with. So now it's your turn, Year 2. I've popped in a success criteria for our poems. We need to make sure that we've got capital letters and full stops. I forgot that, silly Miss Hammond. You also need to make sure that you've got super neat handwriting. Really try and think about those tall letters and those small letters. Can you join up your handwriting perhaps? You could add doodles like I have to make each word stand out, and definitely add colour to make it pop. And the most important step is to be proud of your poem. You've worked really hard this week to make a wonderful poem about explorers. Perhaps you could try and read your poem out loud, changing your voice for each line. I'm going to have a go at doing mine now. 10 Things Found in an Explorer's Pocket by Miss Hammond. Large, strong water bottle. Robust, waterproof tent to keep me safe and warm. An empty notebook to fill with a lifetime of memories. Intricate, reliable maps that will lead me on the path of adventure. Small, useful first aid kit. Wooden matches that spark out magic flames. Nutritious, delicious snacks. Precious, informative compass. And a black, glowing torch that shows me anything I want to see. Now it's your turn, Year 2. Go and make your poem and see if you can read it out loud. Perhaps you might like to video yourself and send it in so that we can have a listen to your poem too.
Thank you so much for joining me, Year 2. I can't wait to see you next week. Please send in all of your amazing poems to our Year 2 email address. I would absolutely love to see how creative you have got. See you next week. Bye. Have a lovely weekend.